What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, guys, well, we're going to talk about how you guys can take advantage of LPs and, well, kind of game the system. There are a couple of different ways to do it, but guys, just because you LP and people say, oh yeah, you have impermanent loss, you can lose a lot of money. Well, no, actually, you can use LPs to your benefit. And how are you going to do that? Well, there are a couple of options, and guys, this is going to be a short video. The first option is this. Take advantage of the LPs to buy the dips. Just like Coinbase, they say, hey, if you put in reoccurring buying, whatever, we'll incentivize you with BTC. That's kind of the same thing with LPs if you think about it. When you provide liquidity on SushiSwap and you deposit it into the pool, they reward you in the tokens. So that's quote unquote your incentive for quote unquote buying the dip, especially if you're, LPing the farming coin. But now we're taking it seriously, like, hey, we want to use LPs as a benefit to us. And how would you do that? Well, say for example you want to get a huge bag of Ethereum. What do? Well, you pair it when it gets at the top, or you feel, oh snap, man, Ethereum just exploded. So, you know what? This is how you can do it. Everyone's always like DCA, oh yeah, do this, this, and this. It's like, have you ever really tried it? Like, does it work? Did you do it? And yeah, some people have, some people haven't. But here's a way you can do it with the LP. Say you want to buy some Ethereum, and you're like, all right, I don't know when to pull the trigger, but I want to get some exposure to it. So what you can do is you can buy some Ethereum. So say, for example, you wanted to buy one whole Ethereum. You would say, okay, fine. I'm going to get some exposure, so I'll buy half an ETH, and then the other half I'll pair with the stable coin. So that way if ETH goes up, yes, you do sell some of your Ethereum into a stable coin, but you would have grown your size of stable coins. Now, however, if Ethereum goes down, then you would grow a larger bag of Ethereum, because you're going to be selling the stable coins for Ethereum. So at that rate, you would actually have more than one Ethereum. That's if it goes to quote unquote zero, I guess you can say, which wouldn't happen in an LP position. But yes, there is a possibility that the coin could go to zero. Typically, it just goes to a minuscule amount. But anyways, if Ethereum is going down, 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 you would actually be buying on the way down. So you'd actually end up getting more than one Ethereum for a quote unquote the same price you would have paid if you would have just bought the one Ethereum up front. Yes, there is a chance it goes up and you sell your Ethereum and da 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 da. But the point is, you still make money either way. Well, I wouldn't say either way, but you make money on the way up, and you can also get Ethereum on the way down. So everyone likes to make money. Great. And if you wanted Ethereum, you can get that obligation filled too. So great. And if it stays the same, well, great. I still get Ethereum, stablecoins, and I get paid to do it. So you get paid to do it. You can possibly keep the same and get a larger bag of ETH and a larger bag of stables because you're slowly getting rewards. Or worst case scenario, this is your worst case scenario, because if you're wanting Ethereum, ETH flies to the moon and you just get a bunch of stables and you get some free reward token. Great. You made money. Worst case scenario, I guess on the other end, is you get a big bag of ETH, you get reward tokens, and you have no more stables. Great. I like Ethereum. Anyways, guys, that's how you can gain one of the LP positions, but obviously it's not permanent loss until you pull out. So you can always just wait. Like when it goes all the way down and you think it's going to recover like 4 years from now, 3 years from now, 2 years from now, whatever, then you can just wait and then it'll go back to whatever it was. And now here's a second way you can play the LP position. Say you're like, oh man, I really like some Bitcoin right now, but I also like some Ethereum, but I don't know which one to buy. So what should I do? So you can buy both, LP both of them, and at the end of the day, you'll get a bigger bag of one, and you still get exposure to both, and you get rewards for doing it. And wait, there is a downside to Bitcoin and Ethereum LPing, is that the downside is if they both go down, well, you still keep the same, I wouldn't say the same exact amount, but you'd still keep like somewhat of a balance in BTC and ETH, and well, your dollar value will go down. However, if they both go up, there is a chance that there is no impermanent loss and they both go up at the same rate and you get rewards and get paid to do it. So you're like, great, this is fine. Or they both just stay at the same price. Then it's just like, great, I get rewards and it stays at the same price. But anyways, that is the second way. Now the third way is this. If you want to take profits or DCA down, how would you do that? Well, you can actually DCA down and up. You would do it like this. Say, for example, Fantom just exploded off to the moon and you're like, man, I don't know what to do. Here's what you can do. That big bag of Fantom that you have, sell half of it into stable coins. Pair that Fantom with stable coins. That half you took, that would have been somewhat of your profits or principal, whatever you got back. And now it's paired with stable coins and Fantom. So if Fantom starts to dive down again, now you're actually going to be buying more Fantom. So, or you can do it for Ethereum, whatever. So here's the example. So say, for example, Ethereum goes to $10,000 and you got one of them and you paid, I don't know, $5,000 for it, whatever. Just for kicks. We'll just call it $5,000. And it went to 10,000. You doubled your money. You're like, woo, this is so cool. So then it goes to $10,000. So now you're like, Dad, what do I do? What do I do? I ate all my Pop-Tarts. Can you go get me some more? Like, well, son, you sell half of it, get your principal back, and it's a free ride. So then this is what you do. You sell half of it. Now you got $5,000. You got one ETH or half an ETH. You pair that ETH with the $5,000. And if it starts going down, now you're buying it back on the way down. And now you basically doubled your bag of ETH because you sold it at the top, bought more at the bottom, and it's still the same position. Why not? Or if you guys want, you can just sell half and hold it and just be like, man, this is so cool. I got a free ride. You can do that too. But the point is you can sell it at the top, take a portion of the stable coins that you have, pair it with the other coin that you just sold, and you'll be able to buy more because it's going to DCA down. Obviously, you have to pull out when it gets down here. You don't pull out at the exact time. I mean, no one knows the exact bottom, but that is the concept you can understand. Now, the other way you can do it is you can DCA on the way up, as in like DCA into profits. So now you're like, oh snap, it just made a double bottom. It just went ba 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 ba, and then you're just like, okay, it's time to do it. So you just buy a big bag of Fantom or a big bag of ETH or a big bag of Bitcoin or quote unquote wrap Bitcoin. And now what you do, you can say, all right, well, I kind of just overexposed myself. So, what am I going to do? So now what you'll do is you can pair that ETH or Bitcoin, whatever, and pair it with some stable coins when you think it's like way at the bottom. And when it starts going up, it'll start selling your bag of whatever this coin is that you bought into stables. However, there is a chance that it keeps going down and you end up buying more and more and more of it. So if you're doing this, make sure you pair it with a coin you believe in the long term. That way, worst case scenario, you just have a big bag of whatever you believed in the long term. Maybe they'll turn out to be an NFT if they become worthless. But hey, it is what it is. So guys, those are the 3 ways you can take advantage of LPs. The first is, well, I guess in no particular order because I don't really remember the order. But the first is that you can actually LP and use it to DCA up or DCA down. Second is you can earn some juicy rewards. You can LP with like stablecoins that move at the same rate and you can get paid to do it. Third, you can use it to buy the dips and sell the tops, like I said in the beginning. But yeah, just go and watch this whole video again if you guys didn't really understand it, but you guys probably did. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. And if you guys want to jump in the Discord where I talk about the strategies I have in the market, what I'm doing in the market, different altcoins that I'm looking at, basically just like TLDRs of the week, what I'm doing, exactly what I'm looking at. Really, it's more content that's on YouTube. There's a lot of private videos that I post on there. I do at least 2 to 3 a week. Just kind of like going over different strategies. And there's some people in there that are way smarter than me because, well, they just are. And it's really not saying much at all. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Links in the description below. Let's go and leave you guys with a wisdom one nada. Proverbs chapter 17 verses 20. Bruh, even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. What does this mean, guys? Well, it means you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. This mouth stinks. 2 ears are so better. You know, whenever your wife or your husband is like, you never listen to me. Oh, well, like, do husbands do that? I don't know. Yeah. My girlfriend's crypto, and she just ends up taking all my money. I don't know. She takes all my money and my time. I guess that's what girls do, right? All right, so TLDW, too long didn't watch. Anyways, this is the TLDW of the video. The reason why I made this video is one of the members in Discord, they were kind of like, yeah, I'm going to be pulling out of my LP position because I want more exposure to this. And this is mainly one of the reasons why I wanted to post this video is, say, for example, you're pairing ETH with, let's say, I don't know, just some random coin. Obviously not like a Ponzi coin, but say, for example, something like Ethereum and Secret Network. You see Ethereum mooning and you're like, man, I'm missing out. Well, actually, everything goes in stages. As long as Secret Network, for example, doesn't like pull like a pump and dump type of thing, this is typically how the cycles will go. What will happen is Bitcoin goes, then it goes Ethereum, then it goes to large cap vaults, then it goes to small cap vaults. That is the typical cycles. So if that is the case, actually what will happen is you're going to be selling your Ethereum into quote unquote Secret Network. And if you pull out at the right time, you will actually get a larger bag of Secret. And you will get rewards for doing so. Why is this important? Well, typically after Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum pumps. And typically after Ethereum pumps, altcoins pump. So when that altcoin pumps, that Ethereum is not going to be pumping as much. So now you'd have a bigger bag of Secret Network. So at this case, or in this scenario, you can also leave the LP together, or you can pull it out. It's up to you. But then it will sell your Secret back into Ethereum if it's pumping. Now, of course, this is keeping in mind that you have to pull out at the right times, because their alts usually get wrecked a lot harder than Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'm just trying to explain to you guys strategy-wise. It's something you guys can use to your advantage. Obviously, when you're LPing in positions, you don't want to be like, all right, I'm taking all my hodl bags and all my net worth, and I'm just going to LP it because that's just what I should do. No, it's probably not the best thing. In fact, I'm in so many different farms, like I have to keep spreadsheets and I have sticky notes all over so I know where I have things deposited. Actually, I upgraded. I still do some sticky notes because they're fun and they're easier to do, but I did update to spreadsheets. But still, the point is, take advantage of LPs and use them to your advantage. You're actually getting paid to use them, so they aren't always a bad thing. Just wanted to put that on your radar. Thanks for listening to this TLDW. See you in the next one. Y'all guys can also catch me on tweeters. It's at rent a home fast, like literally at rent a home fast.